Hey, what's going on, everybody? Bitcoin Chris or Memoji Bitcoin Chris checking in once again. Happy Friday. I hope you had a great week this week. I hope you did not get rugged on Pepe. Um, there's a lot going on in the interwebs, right? Just wanted to hop on, do the Bitcoin price update, say what's up to you guys, give you some good ass energy on this Friday. I hope you are doing well. If you woke up this morning, you're blessed. Before we jump into the Bitcoin price, wanted to go over a few things here. Saw a lot of people on Twitter crying about the new CEO of Twitter, and apparently she was a part of the WEF. So I'm gonna give you guys my 2 cents about that, and just my intake and my take on that particular situation. I see a lot of people on there saying that they're not gonna do subscription anymore on Twitter, and they're not going to be on Twitter because this particular individual is a part of the WEF, or was a part of the WF, and was pushing for the vaccine and for masks. And if you're a conservative and you're got some sense to you, right? A lot of people don't like that, especially the conservatives, right? They really don't like that, to be honest with you. So they were really vocal about that on Twitter. When I woke up this morning and went on Twitter, I saw tons of people talking about this subject. However, I didn't know if it was actually gonna be true, because it wasn't really announced yet. We just saw rumors about it on Twitter, and it wasn't confirmed until not too long ago. And apparently they're gonna do a Spaces later on, and I was actually on a Spaces a little bit earlier as well. Got a bunch of like-minded individuals that followed, but I was talking my shit, and it's just crazy how it's okay. I was pretty much, one of the points that I made was, you're not going to, she's there for a particular reason, right? And at the end of the day, I think Elon is an agent, to be honest with you, right? And the reason why I think he's an agent is because of the research that I've done, right? And you don't get to that level of power without without they or them, having a control or say in what's going on. So in my personal opinion, I would say that he's an agent to get everyone to on board, as far as getting on to Twitter and turning Twitter into the everything app. And then from there, infuse that with the his version of Chat GPT, which is called AIX or X.AI. And then from there, the ultimate goal is to get everybody to upload their consciousness, right, into a computer. You've heard about this, right? We've heard about Neuralink. We heard about everything that they've been trying to do, get everybody to live forever, right? And I mentioned this as well because it says in the Bible that the mark of the beast that could be a mark of the beast, right? I don't know exactly what the mark of the beast could be, but I think that could be it, right? Because you could live forever, basically, if you wanted to upload your consciousness to, the web or to the cloud. And that would actually take away the meaning of life, right? In my opinion, because, you're alive. The reason why life is so precious is because you can die, right? And so if you can live forever, then what's life, right? So with that, I wanted to say that also in the Bible, it says that you will flee, like you want to die. Like there's going to be a point in time where you're going to want to die, and death will flee from you, right? So I think it's going to be where we're at a point in society where you're able to upload your consciousness, right? And no matter what you do, you will not be able to die. And the reason why they're going to do that, in my opinion, is because the population is going to be so low that and you're not going to be able to really reproduce like that without special permission, or we may be sterile by then. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. I'm just giving my two satoshis. But I think that by that time, right, there's going to be you're going to want to die, and you're going to want to you're going to just want to move on, right, and not be here, because I think it's going to not be a pleasant place to live. And then also, again, what's the value of life if you're here forever, right? So I think in the Bible it says, when it says you'll want to flee, you'll want to die, but death will flee from you, I think that's what it means, is that we'll be able to upload our consciousness and not be able to pass away. And then when we do you know, get sick and tired of being on this planet Earth, right, or in the cloud or wherever we are, right, they're not going to allow you to, you know, expire, to put it in a more simple term. But, you know, that's just my 2 satoshis on that feeling. I could be 100% wrong, but I do think that it's something to consider, because, you know, Elon is he's a grifter in my opinion, and he does things to get on the good side of everybody, right? And, you know, you can't please everybody, but he definitely tries to, you know, appease. Like, so for example, he got Twitter, right, and then he reinstated Donald Trump, right? So, you know, that appealed to the right wingers, right, the right side of the aisle, right? And then after that, now he got this lady from the WEF who's like pro-vaccine, pro-mask, right, and pro like that stuff, right? And that appeals to really like the left side of the aisle, right? So I feel like I think it's more of a business standpoint and a business move versus, you know, ideological standpoint. But at the end of the day, like I said, I saw a lot of people complaining, but what I said in the live spaces was, you know, you're not going to agree with everybody on every single thing, and not to blanket and judge everybody based on one single thing or a particular subject or topic that you may not agree with them with, because and someone brought up as well, your mom and dad, you may have a difference of opinions as far as the political stances may go, but do you hate their guts, right? No, but so why do you do that to like random people and people that you don't know? You judge people based on, you know, those things versus actually get to know people. So I thought it was a pretty dope space that we had that conversation with, and I just want to share that with you guys, and just to keep that in your mind as well, right? Don't judge people based on, you know, left or right, and Republican and Democrat, and, you know, Biden, and even though it gives you a idea of where their mind frame is at, they still could be good people. You know, there's good people on both sides of the aisles. There's bad people on both sides of the aisles. Don't judge people, guys. Just do the best you can, love people, and you know, just be the best individual, best person you can be. And I want to send you love, happiness, positive vibrations, and, you know, make sure you love on those people. Another thing that I wanted to bring up was this video. I'm gonna actually play it for you guys. But this lady, she had an opportunity. She built this multi-million-dollar business, right? And I'll play the video, but the point of the video was she had an opportunity. She was dating a guy, right? And he wasn't rich. And then in their group of friends, there was a guy that was super rich. And, you know, she had the opportunity to leave the guy she was with for the guy that had lots of money, right? So the average woman nowadays wouldn't even think twice, right? She would automatically leave the broke dude that she loves for a dude with money. So long story short, I'll play the video clip. It's like 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. She basically explains, and you guys will hear it in a second, but she basically made sure that she made a decision to, you know, stick it out with the man that she loves that didn't have money, and they were able to build this empire, right, and this business together. And I think that's very important, and a good topic for people to hear, especially in today's society with, you know, the younger generation, and, you know, especially the people younger than me, right? We're a society focused on money, and, you know, morals is really thrown out the window. So I thought it was a compelling and inspirational clip. I'll play it now, actually, but that's the moral of the story, right? Is to make sure that you follow your heart and go with who you love. Because she was able to build a business. She was $700,000 in debt. She built $100 million company, and, you know, she's taken over the world with these supplement brands. And if it wasn't for her making that decision with loving her now husband, right, and sticking with him versus being with someone who has all the money, right, she wouldn't have been able to impact as many people as she did. So rant done. I'm going to jump into the video. After that, we'll jump into the Bitcoin price. Make sure you head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris if you have not done so yet. Start the DCA, guys. Bitcoin is the most scarce and digital asset. You're going to kick yourself if you haven't been buying. It doesn't matter the price. It's the value that's important. And with that being said, let's jump into Twitter. Memoji. I love this Memoji, man. Damn. All right, Twitter first, and then we'll go to Isn't this crazy, guys? Check this out.
Gotta show you something. So we all know these cheap seasonings, right? And, you know, shaking it kind of sucks. But if you just hold it and twist it, oh my God.
All the years I've been alive and been cooking, I didn't know that you could do that. I thought that was pretty mind-blowing because, you know, I like to shake the salt, pepper. This is relationship goals. Y'all remember Avril Lavigne? I love Avril, and that's Tyga. She was a skater girl. I love Avril. Shout out to Avril. Thought this was funny. Retweet that. Let me find this video real quick.
Having a bad day? Well, not anymore.
Love that.
There was one choice, so I'm 37 years old. There was one choice along the way that allows me to be here on the podcast with you today. And it was, am I going to marry someone I love very much who has no money? Or am I going to marry someone else who is very interested in me at the time, who has about 20 million in the bank? And I had to make a decision, and I married David, and we're born on the same day, same year, February 11th, 1984, and he's born 3 hours before me. And we're very much in love, but also we've gotten to grow this amazing business together. But at that time, when we're living in New York City and I'm in all of that debt, you know, $700,000 is it's overwhelming. And knowing that this other person in our group of friends that I could go, you know, be with this person, but he's not the person that I love so much, was one of the most important decisions I ever made. Because if I had married him, I would not have this company at all. And my whole team, we have 110 employees, and we're honestly so close. And so I think that that's important. For people have to make all kinds of decisions. And I grew up with very loving parents. And so I think I've always had a lot of self-esteem, even maybe delusional self-esteem, where I knew, like, I can get myself out of this problem. I don't know how, but I don't need anyone external to help me. And so I was able to just make the decision to marry David and to go forward seriously by myself, trying to put the business together. And I think that that's important for anyone listening, that I do believe if you are dedicated enough and you manage your time correctly, that you can be the cause of your life and not the effect. That's the best feeling. But there was one choice, so I'm 37 years.
Cool. Had to go over that with you guys real quick. Like I said, she was able to build a multi-million-dollar business because, again, of the decision that she made. Now, you know, nothing wrong with you making any of those decisions, right? You do whatever is going to make you happy at the end of the day, not judging, but, you know, the right and the best thing that she was able to do, in my opinion, in her opinion, obviously, as well, right? She was able to build something for her and her family, and her husband were able to grow and scale that business to, you know, new heights. So shout out to them. And again, it's about, you know, sticking it out and building something with someone you love. I value that. I find that very important, and it's very inspiring to me. So I had to share that with you guys. And actually, let me retweet that before we jump into the Bitcoin price. All right, cool. Retweet it. All right, cool. So right now, guys, we are looking at Bitcoin. We won't take up too much time looking at the TA here with Bitcoin. We are on the 1 hour chart real quick. Now, if you want to do TA, guys, I don't really teach TA, but if you guys need help with TA, let me know. I just use this market cipher. It's real easy to follow, real easy to use. All right, so we're pointing up on the hourly, green dot, hourly RSI, stochastic RSI, which are these two lines here, pointing up. VWAP is the yellow line pointing up. Momentum waves is this blue, I don't know what to call this, blue rectangles. Momentum wave is the black line as well, and this is all pointing up, which is bullish. And as you can see here in the last hour, we have pumped. We hit a low of 25.8, and then we went right, and now we're at 26.7. So almost $1,000 in the last hour, or 1, 2, 3 hours actually. So I think we could come back up to probably at a resistance right now. If I'll put an alert here, we get past here, I think we can come up to 27. We get past 27. Next resistance is 27.2, so not too far above. All right, I'll put those alerts. I'll send those alerts out. So on the hourly, looking good. 4 hour bullish divergence. Let's go. On the 4 hour, let's go. Boom. So I think we could pump based on what I'm seeing here. All right, we got the green dots, double green dots down below. And we got the VWAP pointing up, momentum wave pointing up, RSI, stochastic RSI pointing up. All right, so it looks like we're in for a bounce, and we got a green dot here on a NEVI trade signal indicator. So let's see. Same thing applies. We got this gap. So gap fill would be up here to about 20. 27.4, 27.5. I'll put another one right up here, 27.5. And then let's jump to the daily. Daily still looking like a bullish. I'm bearish, sorry. Still looking bearish on the daily. However, momentum wave. Ooh, this could be a bullish divergence as well. If we curve up here, this would be it. This could be it. All right, we got lots of sells on the daily. All right, looks like we're coming down. We did hit this level here. We didn't hit down this level actually because this alert is still there. 25.7 was my alert, and we didn't hit that low. But if you guys have been following me, you guys know I said that we can come down to these levels, and we've been hitting these levels. I'll remove I think these are actually the ones I just put in. So let's see here. As long as we close above here, 26.5, I think we're good. Again, if we 25,000. Like I said, I think 25,000 could still be in the playbook because this candle is looking red still. But, you know, you see this wick here. This is showing a lot of buyers. So, a lot of buyers, but we could get one of these, right? Boom, boom, and then still come down, and then boom, boom, and then still come down. And hopefully we can turn up, though. So, I think this is bullish long term. Still bullish on Bitcoin, obviously, long term. But in the short term, looking pretty good. Daily not looking too good, but it could be a bullish outcome. 4 hour was looking good, and then the 1 hour was also looking good. And then we'll jump to the 30-minute last chart, and then we'll wrap up the video here. All right, so above the EMAs, maybe we can flag. So like I said, 27.2, that'll be the resistance. If we'll probably hit that, come down, and then blast through. Or if we blast through, we'll come down and use it as support. So we'll see how that goes. Let's look at let's look at market cipher. VWAP coming down. Money flow coming up. We had that green dot here at 4 o'clock. RSI, stochastic RSI, heading up. Momentum wave heading up. So looking bullish short term as well for the 30-minute chart. So money flow just has to, money flow keep going up. I think we'll be good. So that's my outlook on Bitcoin. Could pump, could dump. We'll see. Be careful. Stack away. Head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Follow me on Twitter.com/Chris Knight 407 and also on Instagram. With that being said, much love, you guys. Have a great weekend. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Peace.